Endings. They often arrive when we least expect them, and they rarely feel gentle. This is the story of Mark, a hard-working man who believed his life was stable and predictable until one ordinary morning changed everything. Mark had worked at the same company for more than 10 years. He was reliable, the person everyone counted on to finish projects and solve problems. He believed loyalty and effort would protect him. But one gray Monday, his manager called him into the office and said the words that broke his heart. "Mark, the company is downsizing. Today will be your last day." At first, Mark could barely breathe. Last day? He had given everything to this job. His mind raced. How will I pay my bills? What will my family think? Who am I without this title? Fear and anger rose inside him like a storm. On the subway ride home, the city lights blurred through his tears. Everything felt like an ending, dark, cold, and hopeless. For weeks, Mark drifted. He sent out resumes but heard nothing. Each rejection felt heavier. Friends tried to encourage him, but their words couldn't reach the quiet pain he carried. One night, unable to sleep, Mark sat on the balcony staring at the stars. A thought came softly. Maybe this isn't just an ending. Maybe it's an invitation to begin again. That whisper stayed with him. The next morning, he opened a notebook and wrote a single question. What have I always wanted to do but never dared to try? The answer surprised him. Start my own small woodworking business. As a child, he had loved building things with his hands, but life and bills had pushed that dream aside. For the first time in weeks, Mark felt a spark of excitement. He decided to take one small step. He cleaned the dusty corner of his garage and set up a simple workbench. He began crafting small wooden bowls and picture frames, posting photos online. At first, only a few people noticed, but each order brought him joy far greater than any paycheck he'd received before. He realized that for years he had been surviving, not truly living. Months passed, orders grew. Local markets invited him to sell his work. Mark found himself waking early, not because a boss demanded it, but because his heart was alive. The pain of losing his job hadn't vanished overnight, but it had led him to something better, a life filled with purpose. One afternoon, a friend asked, "Mark, how did you recover from losing your job so quickly?" Mark smiled and said, "I didn't just recover. I began again. Losing my job wasn't the end, it was the beginning I needed." English vocabulary from this story. Resilient, able to recover quickly from difficulties. Opportunity, a chance to do something new or achieve something. Purpose, the reason something exists or is done. Transform, to change completely in form or character. Beginning, the start of something new. Example, sentence. A resilient person sees every ending as an opportunity to transform life and find a new beginning. Now let's test your English. What does the word resilient mean? A. Someone who never makes mistakes. B. Someone who quickly recovers and grows stronger. C. Someone who avoids change. Comment your answer below. The lesson from Mark's journey is clear. Every ending hides the seed of a new beginning. We often believe our job, our title, or our current situation defines us. But when something ends, a career, a relationship, a plan, it does not mean our story is over. It means a new chapter is waiting to be written. Think about your own life. Have you faced an ending? A job loss? A failure? A dream that didn't work out? Maybe right now you feel the same fear Mark felt on that subway. But remember this, endings are not punishments. They are transitions. They push us out of comfort and into possibility. Real growth begins when we ask, what can I create from here? Mark discovered woodworking. Your new beginning might be a new career, a new skill, a new perspective, or simply a stronger version of yourself. The path is different for everyone, but the principle is the same. Endings create openings. Vocabulary recap. Resilient, able to recover quickly from difficulties. Opportunity, a chance to do something new or achieve something. Purpose, the reason something exists or is done. Transform, to change completely in form or character. Beginning, the start of something new. So I ask you, what ending in your life could become a new beginning? What hidden dream is waiting for you once you release the fear of change? Take one small step today. Write an idea, learn a skill, send an application. The first step will feel uncertain, but it will open the door to transformation. If this story inspired you, leave a heart in the comments. Share one ending that led to a surprising new beginning in your life. And don't forget to subscribe for more English learning stories with life lessons. Because sometimes the job loss, the breakup, the unexpected turn is not the finish line. It is the starting point. Every ending is simply an invitation to begin again.